Sounds pretty sad.
Yeah.
Meeting up at an Arby's with some fellow YouTubers.
Or, you know, like maybe someplace less bleak, like the park. You don't have to go to a place with fluorescent lights and nailed-down tables and horrible roast beef sandwiches. Sorry, Arby's. But yeah, we could go to the park.
No, we don't have to apologize to Arby's. I will never apologize.
Arby's isn't in the audience, are they? Are they?
Anybody from Arby's here?
Everyone look around. Look to your left. Look to your right.
Anybody smell like rotten barbecue sauce?
In 2009, however, Hank Sock and his sidekick Hank announced the first Vidcon on the Vlogbrothers channel to be held in Los Angeles in July 2010. That first con sold out of its 1,500 tickets, and creators such as Red and Lake, David Choi, Phil DeFranco, Smosh, Mitchell Davis, Shane Dawson.
So before Hank Green ever spoke a word of Vidcon, Hank Sock introduced it to the world.
That's true. Hank Sock introduced Vidcon.
Hank Green's just riding his little puppety coattails.
Almost makes you feel like there'd be a motive.
It was clear from the start that Hank Sock was a genius. Vidcon was something the community desperately wanted. In 2012, Vidcon moved to the Anaheim Convention Center, and attendance was over 7,000 people. 2 years later, in 2014, that number shot up to 18,000 people. In 2015, in addition to the industry track and the community track, Vidcon announced the creator track, which would let people who are more than fans but not necessarily industry learn more about creating their own channels.
You know, when looking at a case, you need to take in all the little details, because even things that seem insignificant, maybe they're a piece to the puzzle.
On November 23rd, 2015, Hank Sock made his last public appearance, and it is a grim one. It was in a video called Hank Sock on Death, and was posted on Hank's channel.
They told me it was gonna be easy. They told me it was like going to sleep but without the waking up part. Imagine. Teeth rending your flesh, popping your eyes from their sockets. Your body becomes coated in the tainted excretions of this creature's mouth.
Pretty dark stuff there.
It's concerning.
Yeah.
It looks like maybe someone was off screen with a metaphorical or literal gun to his head.
Yeah. Or, you know, he was going to be relegated to the drawer of missing socks or something like that.
You have a drawer of missing socks?
Yeah. Well, I meant by that the other sock that's missed. You know how you have a pair of socks?
Orphans.
While Hank Sock was no longer running the show, there was no stopping this train of vids and cons. Vidcon expanded further, announcing Vidcon Europe and Vidcon Australia in 2016. And this, 2019, is the 10-year anniversary of Vidcon, which is as good time as any to explore what happened to that all-important founder of Vidcon, Hank Sock.
I'm very tense right now.
I know you're very tense, much like I imagine all of you out there are tense, but the show must go on, and the show being the larger Vidcon performance that's happening right now. So we will come back to you guys with the theories later. But for now, enjoy the dancing.
Today, then you don't know Ryan Bergara.
As you guys may remember at the top of the show, we were looking into the disappearance of Hank Sock. Now, we did go over the history, you guys remember that? But it's time to go on to the theories. Our first theory is that... Wow, how about that? What an exciting performance!
Very good.
Anyways, on to our sock talk.
You thought Ryan Bergara didn't bring a little PowerPoint for you today, then you don't know Ryan Bergara.
As you guys may remember at the top of the show, we were looking into the disappearance of Hank Sock. Now, we did go over the history, you guys remember that? But it's time to go on to the theories. Our first theory is that the glasses, they're basically identical. A pinnacle disguise.
You know, I'll tell you what, I know Steve a little while.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a sock puppet.
Well, he does kind of have have sock-like features when you look at him. I've seen him dance before. It's all upper torso. There's not really a lot of arm movement.
He's very wiggly. He's a wiggly man.
He's a wiggly dude.
And actually, now that I think of it, when you know, he really puts a lot of makeup on for camera.
Yeah, that's true. He does do that.
When you take it all away, I suppose there is something quite sock-like to it.
Actually, now that I think about it, even we're looking at a side-by-side of them right now. Almost indiscernible, to be honest. On the count of three, I'm going to say which one I think is Steven, and you should say which one you think is Steven. Sound good? All right. 1, 2, 3, left.
Oh.
How's it?
No, we see him in Worth It all the time.
Then followed by more sock talk.
She hung by her neck and then
I saw that. That looked painful. That
I
did
would
look
have
painful.
died.
Probably. I don't think you could have. We're not gonna get into that. Anyways, we do have one final theory for you guys as to what happened to the creator of Vidcon, Hank Sock. Here we go. The second theory is Hank Sock was murdered by Hank Green. Jealous of all the attention Hank Sock was receiving as the founder of Vidcon, Hank Green was frustrated sitting in shadows. This is probably the most likely explanation, as Hank Sock sounded pretty distraught in his last video. And it was published on Hank's personal channel.
So he invites us to VidCon.
Yes,
Asks us to be in this show with all these wonderful people here.
that's correct.
And you accuse him of murder?
Well, first things first, this is not Hank's VidCon. This is Hank Sock's VidCon as far as I'm concerned. Right, everybody?
Don't encourage this. What are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine. Hold on, I'm getting some kind of message. Okay, apparently there's some kind of video message that Hank Green recorded that he wants us to play. Maybe an apology? Huh? Maybe an
Hello
apology?
everyone, it's Hank. I hope you're having a wonderful VidCon. So I guess something needs to be addressed. I don't know if you've seen this, Ryan, Shane. If you check out Hank Sock's Instagram, he's out there living his best life. He was just last week at the National Bison Range, not murdered, all right? I love your show, but do a little more research next time before you accuse someone of murdering their sock friends. I'm out.
And you call yourself a detective. You didn't think to look at Hank Sock's Instagram. Didn't think of that?
I didn't even know he had social media. He doesn't even have hands. How's he working the phone? Like, he couldn't...
Well, I think it's safe to say we're not going to be at VidCon next year. I don't think we're going to be invited back.
Yeah, absolutely not. But the show must go on. And with that, we do have a surprise guest for all of you folks out there. I hope you're excited. Please welcome to the stage the wickedly talented
One of a kind.